Alright, what is happening, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Currently 5 a.m. here in Australia. I'm starting with 3 p.m. start of New York. So it's following up from yesterday. It was not a great day, man. You can obviously see we were trying to short at previous day value area high. We pumped way higher than that. So max loss once again, top step. Also got absolutely we had a massive pump and I got spread stopped on our Apex account while we're up like $800 a day. So massive lesson for me yesterday on this was I put my data through AI and asked for some insights, and AI was basically saying like I'm too all or nothing, where I can see basically I'll be so close to my target of $1,000 like yesterday, and rather than just taking 850 or 700 or even 600 or even 500 and call it a day and be like you're in the green, but I'm always like, no, I need that little bit. I just need to get to that mark that I've set for myself. Honestly, it's caused a lot of this to occur in the past, so I just gotta be aware of that and just be content, even if it's not the full $1,000. Then just take what the market gives me. Okay. But some updates. Basically, we got 5 more Lucid accounts. They're all halfway to 1 winning day, so hopefully tomorrow it's passed. We're gonna trade our GOAT funded futures accounts, ones that we locked out yesterday. We got 5 of these accounts. We are. So we're up about $600 on these accounts. There's 5 of them to continue on the trade. So the plan now, essentially we've tapped this monthly SIBI, which is interesting. Zoom right out. You can see this perfect tap for the monthly SIBI. Now we do have a volume imbalance resting right here on the monthly, which we haven't hit yet. Personally, I feel like we're going to come for that later. I think we still have all of these targets here that we might hit for first. But I mean, if we're looking on a higher time frame expanding out, it does look like we are hitting a bullish point. I just think with all of this war news, it seems unlikely once again. I did say that this morning, saw this happen. So not too strong on the bias there. But I mean, the fact that we're at last week's value area high right now, hovering above it, haven't really substantially closed above. Looks like we are actually going to melt too. So it's going to melt with short. But I'd really like to see us put plus over this. Looks like we are acting here and then bouncing time being. I still like the idea of short pitching. It's going to be just at this high for now. Small position, just to get started through a feeler position. See, we're respecting this. We actually haven't closed above this 3-minute SIBI here. Oh, sorry. Just forgot. Good day today. So, get into our Proverbs. Quick prayer. Again, ready to skip if this isn't your proclivity, but yeah, this is just something that I do for my daily discipline. And excuse me as well, like I'm usually pretty tired, as you can imagine, first thing in the morning. So it'll take me a little while to wake up here, but just get into my daily Proverbs prayer, get back to the charts. Yeah, interesting. Big warning for men, really, with Proverbs 7. It's about promiscuous ladies and lust and what that can lead to. So, good morning. I'm just doing a quick prayer and then we'll get back to the charts. Heavenly Father, thank you for a new day. For the people that are in stream, watch this stream, just pray, Lord, for your hand on the trading. Pray that they will be able to learn some insights. Pray that we'll have a profitable day today. Help us not go on tilt. Is let me pray. Alright, let's get back into it. So we got stopped out here and market looks to be running now, so I'm gonna up the size here, stick to the original plan. I think we now fall right back into the range. We've obviously got point of control resting right here. So we can honestly look to see if we're going to get a bearish closure here, add on to the size, partial out here, and then look to take majority of it around here just before value area lows. But it wouldn't be too crazy to expect a closure down towards the range. I think tomorrow, if we're going to close bullish, we honestly could send higher if the news on the war is a lot more positive. We could bounce back into this daily busy and to push up. So that will be my play for the moment. Watching this M3 for now. Yeah, so I think my control is at 307, about 310. Probably look to take this position up. Oh, yeah, get rid of this now. Just for transparency's sake, get rid of this now. Alright, cool. So starting to push down. Stops probably should have stayed at this high, but that's okay. We got a nice closure here, so we're going to add it to the position. Again, we're only looking for 600 on these accounts. That's my daily target. There's 7 winning days with these accounts, so there's really no rush / pressure. Okay, so that's about 17. So we're seeing about 340. About 340. We get stopped out here. Target of 310. So 30. Yeah, so it's got a little bit. Yeah. It's pretty much a 1 to 2 just here, with potential for this definitely to drop further. So it's targeting the 308 really. 339. I personally think we're going to go a little bit lower than control. We got a lot of targets down here with value area low resting right here. Could be value area low play. Again, if we're going to be closing sort of back into the range towards end dog, that makes sense to me too as well. Expecting this, even on M5, pull it outside the line a little bit with this closure, but not pushing much higher, especially after the monthly CB tap as well. So most of the buys I'm going to be expecting out right here. Yo, what's up, Dom? How you doing, man? So the way that I'm managing trades at the moment is pretty much we're getting a 3-minute closure below the low of like a previous M3 candle. The stops will go just at the high of the last M3 candle. So if we don't get a closure, I'm just going to keep it as is. Not getting that closure now in the last few seconds. We'll keep our stop exactly where it is. Now we're looking for a closure below this low. So if we close below this low, then stops will go here. If we close below this low, then stops will go this high, right? All in all, not much to do, really, for the time being. Yeah, 3, 5, 8. Expecting a nice injection here. Just to make sure we hit our target, we could potentially look at adding into the position as well if we do get that closure, especially below this low. If we close below here, just going to move steps to here. If we close below here, we're going to add in 5. So that way, once if we do get down to this region, we're done for today. Hit our 600 target, call it. Aiming for a short stream today. 5 million. A bit of push up. I'll zoom into the lower time frames to see. Watch an ES on the side here too as well. As long as we don't close like above this high, we're set. But I don't like this volume that's stepping in. We can delete this right away. We'll actually look to add straight in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially if we can close in the green. Look to add in, take stops to this high here. Didn't close in profit, just gonna hold it for now. Put stop order at this low. Yeah, man, I'm just not the biggest fan of Tradeovate at all. I just don't think it's worth to like buy a trade copier and trade on TradingView for now anyway, at least. Maybe if we get down the track, a few more payouts running in, maybe it makes sense, but for now, yeah, just gonna have to deal with this. Yeah, but looking decent on the M3 for ES here as well. Respecting this civvy. That's M15 closure coming up. At the value area high once again here, so for us to be wrong, we'd expect a big push of buyers here now. So if we get some displacement to the upside, I'll consider flipping the buyers just because we're at a key level. So deep retrace. I'm not the biggest fan of this, to be honest, but hold out on the position here. Watching this higher, really, main thing I'm looking at, yeah. Reach the entirety of the civvy now too, rather than just going to the wick, going all the way to the body closure. There we go. pity. Alright, cool. That's 75, stop here now. Go back to 10 now. This should be us. Expecting a spill down. I'm just gonna go to the toilet real quick. Right back. Right. Back to M3 now. So we didn't close below this previous high. Now looking for a closure below this low. Again, if we close below here, we'll go to this high. But yeah, essentially looking for a closure below 335 now. Super choppy PA to be honest. Buying this if it plays bearish in the next 30 seconds. Reversing this. There you go. Still bearish closure. Yeah, this is still going to be my target for now. It's point of control. Full bias, start stepping in. The fact that we're struggling to get above this value area high is telling for me. Yeah, ES looks like it's going. Not happy with that, man. think we're right at the very close to getting stopped out here. Okay, we're pretty much at the value area high once again. That's up into this region. Still like the short squeeze here. It was very close to getting tagged out here. So just gonna fill this out. Just need displacement. It's still too choppy at the moment. Got a lot of size on the table, so if we can close down, we can close in the green when first stops to this. Probably should move it down. Really hovering at this level, 346. Subs should really be at 357 still. It looks like we finally gonna start moving to the downside here. See if we can get a closure below 355 here. Still no. Still struggling to even close below this. But hopefully we have the juice now to send it, especially if this M5 on ES starts to close bearish, especially under this SMA. Bearish closure on ES on the left here. We would anticipate it would spill down here. It happened pretty quickly. But imagine we just run for these lows as well. So that we're anticipating for the time being. I think stops are in a decent spot right now. I don't think there's much reason for us to come back up here unless we're gonna go a lot higher. The safest stop is going to be up here, but obviously with the size we're going, just can't afford to risk that much. Yeah, we're expecting spill down probably at 3:30. That's obviously CDT time here, but projection 350. Yeah, it's a bit narrow for stops, to be honest. 358, still where I ideally want to be. Just because we're still so close to this value area high level. A lot more risk on the table, I know, but we're going to rock with for now. I still think we're going to gyrate until 3:30. Typically, that sort of 15-minute time frame is usually where we see some volume stepping in. So, yeah, 30. Still want this tapped, but wait and see. And we've tapped it so many times and left so many wicks now. I think it wants to drop. It's being stubborn. Last M3 candle here now. For 3:30. Lower time frames is just gonna be Chop City, I reckon. Yeah. Barcode Central. It's making a bit of a wedge pattern, which I don't like. It's very low probability. The fact that we're making higher lows, but we're also making lower highs. Just want to see one of these areas get swept. If we take out this high, it's probably no point there. But if we take out these lows, we should be ready to dip. Patience pays, man. Patience pays. I keep telling myself that. Just wait. Patience pays. Last minute for this M5. If bears can hold. Just Chop City, man. Absolutely chop fest. Expecting the next 20 seconds here, we should get some sort of a run, whether it's up or down. High probability for lower, but we saw before this morning I was wrong, man. So wait and see. Nice. Nice. Positive. Nice bearish closure. For these lows to be swept now. That would take us out of that wedge pattern range, especially if we can take this low here. Buyers aren't having a bar of it. Back to the M3 for now. Super slow PM session, yeah, man. Not great here. Buyers stepping. Right at that level once again, man. I just want to clean tap away now, man. Watching this M5 on ES here too. Does look like buyers are really stepping back in here aggressively. Yeah, it's pretty aggressive here. Last few seconds here for this M5. We'll just see where it clears. Got stops in place. I don't really want to get in my head about the numbers here. We'll just see what the market's. And I'm not getting sick. It's not ideal. Still respecting very high. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps now. 5 taps. Okay, the Up General approved Ryan operations for the 3 week. Okay. Let's check it. Yeah, I don't know. Talks of this ceasefire, which has obviously propped up the market a bit, but talks of this war continuing. I'm just trading fundamentals at the moment. I'm not even trading technicals at the moment. I think these technicals are going to fake a lot of people out, personally. But yeah, maybe I'm being faked out. Fundamental side of things, but yeah, I can't see this market continuing to rise until all of this war stuff chills out, to be honest. We need an inversion here on this one, not that. Not a bounce off this level. Push back up. Really watching this high. Need to invert this level here. Briefly. About you want to see. Another tap. My goodness. Goes bearish here. Hopefully we send him in. This is interesting for 3 o'clock. Typically you do see some movement at 3. I guess the main move did happen at 1. I think Trump was speaking about here, so maybe the afternoon run is already done. At least like to see a back to point Trump. Even if we did want to go higher, like it would make sense that we at least drop a little bit lower before making that move. Very rarely do we stagnate and then continue trajectory here. Even in this move that we saw here, we still had to push back up, back to the downside. Same with this, pushed up, stagnate, push back, then we we filled this entire thing now. And it's also supporting our idea. I'm not saying it's time for it. Do we really see this high taken? Gonna be in hole 3. Stops now. High. We're taking this high for these. It's still above 352s here. They're still at the body of this high. It's decent enough. Sorry for the last few seconds here. This is looking like a pretty boring sideways stream at the moment, so apologies for that. Wish I could control it. I wish it would go down, make it all move on with our days. Yeah, the patience pays. Patience pays. Another VAH tab. Okay. So clearly all these levels should be at this 3 minute. We're gonna see if we can follow it up with a closure below this low. Look to move steps to break even, hopefully it happens. Alright, about a minute to go for this M3 closure. Buyers trying to hold this M15. Equal highs or resting here, so stop is in a bit precarious, but minimize the risk we have on the table here. This one out. I don't like the stop in the place where it's at, to be honest. Especially after seeing that to the downside already. But we should be conservative. Case this X15 just wants to rip. Doesn't look great on ES to me. Alright. Got the L on this one. Yeah, might have been a premature stop here too. I guess on the M3 we did close right back above here too. Do we have our stuff actually this side? If it's respected or not. Maybe we did save ourselves some bacon. If we close above this level on an M5, and hold out. And I have to increase the size a little bit now, but that's alright. Bit of drawdown. I'm just gonna wait this M5 here. Still keeping this high. Good lesson. Yeah, might have moved steps too early here. Looking like it does. Patient, wait for this next minute. Yeah. Now, if we get a decent closure above, ideally like around this high body of these candles, we'd look for a bullish push continuation, maybe to value area high of the current session. I'm still thinking it's unlikely. Just based on the amount of tabs that we've seen. Crazy amount of tabs. How are these looking? Pretty bullish. Pretty dang bullish. Awesome. Yeah. Good stop loss. Good stop loss. Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely no more shorts for now. Let me get a closure above here. Big pump. There's Barrett Valley area high of the session. Yeah, you could see some of the stuff. Yeah. It's tated again. After that loss, I think let's run it. Already hesitated a bit on this entry, which is no good. I just like that reaction straight away to touching that. Alright, if we can invert this, even better. Okay, I'm still gonna try to push myself. Yeah. And with that 1 minute inversion. Yeah. See. Hold for the next 30 seconds, yeah. Got our eyes on. Yeah. This region. Need to embed this. Seconds, yeah. So wise decision then to take out the stop here when we did, because it's sitting right up here. Even if we took this high, it would have been melted. We're looking for this inversion now. Alright, we'll look to add into the position now, just looking for a pullback opportunity. We can get one. Looks pretty flat. So that second entry. So now looking for a closure below the SMA, this blue line here. If we can get that, then we'll look to add in once again. And then lastly, if we can close below these lines and targeting this region, this weeks. I think because there's so much liquidity here, we'd like to see these lows taken at least push down into this region here, which is what, seven, 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 seven. Still above the area. See that. Alright, push back into here. A closure below this value area. Yeah, that's what we're going to see. Keep it on the M5 here. Dolphin candle, great. Sellers have the momentum here. Go. Okay, nice. Beautiful. So fully engulfed back under the value area low for last week now. Add in. $75. So last bullish high on M1. Let's check the M3 once again. But this is gonna be a big red day though if we do get back up to this region. So just gotta keep that in mind and mentally prepare for that. If you do shoot back up. Big one is this M15 closure. We can close bearish here, or at least under this after tapping this value area high, this value area high. I think this region 302 so 302. I think we could even go lower to go. So get out. Yeah, Sellers definitely in play here now. Just gotta stop there. Is that market? Market? Oh my day. Market is shut automatically now as we're approaching 4 a.m. And rough 24 hours for us, guys. Rough 24. Just want to watch what this last minute will do on this 15. course. Not like when we're in profit, the market wants to stop, but whenever it gets back. Rough one today. Well, maybe it did just save us, to be honest. Not too much I could have done with today's session, to be honest. We just had no movement. No movement whatsoever. Nothing. Version candle after tapping VAR. I take the trade every time again. I'm happy with the execution, to be honest. I just think it's tough markets. That's all I'm going to put it down to. Very bullish closure in the M15 though. Yeah. Rough one today, lads. And lasses. It is too. So down 570. These accounts pretty much back at break even. With at least one winning day to our name. So at least we got that to show for it. These trade 2 accounts are going to go live again in a few hours for Asian session, or just pretty much market open. So in about 2 hours time, be live again, keep on running it. Bit of a losing streak at the moment, which is okay, happens. But yeah, keep doing what we can to get out of this ride, man. Yeah, is what it is. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.